All right, here we're continuing practicing problems. In first video, I recorded questions from 1 to 9. Now I'm recording from question number 10. And what do we have? Use the given conditions to write an equation for the line in the indicated form. So equation is passing through points 3 and 2 and parallel. This is the symbol of parallel. And parallel to the line whose equation is y is equal negative 3x plus 1. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about parallel. When lines are parallel, that means the slope is same. Since in this case slope is negative 3, that means m slope is going to be also negative 3. When we have perpendicular, then we take reciprocal with opposite sign. So if it would be here negative 3, then for perpendicular it would be m would be 1/3. So we flip and change the sign also. That would be for perpendicular line. Okay. So let's write down right away. So our m is going to be, slope is going to be negative 3, right? Okay, and we have here x1. Okay, let's take x1 and y1. So how are we going to find the equation that goes passing, equation of the line that passes through point 3, 2 and parallel to the equation y is equal negative 3x plus 1. So first of all, we refresh our memory about slope, where slope is equal y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Since we have only one pair of coordinate, x1 and x2, I am going to take off index 2 and we'll have y and x just like we have here, y and x. So from here I can write down y minus y1 is equal m times x minus x1. For the curious students who are interested to know how I derive the equation from the previous one, I will say that, if we look at this equation and denominator x minus x1, because if you have addition or subtraction in denominator, you cannot pull them apart. You have to treat them as a one term. So denominator x minus x1, and which means on the left side, I'm adding x minus x1 and multiplying x minus x1, right? And once you have equation with the same denominator, you can throw out a window that denominator. You don't need anything for that, and you are getting x minus x1 times m is equal y minus y1, which I have it here. Okay? All right, now let me move building this equation. So y minus my y1 is 2 equal m is negative 3 and x minus x1 is 3. And there we go. And we got our equation. I'm not asking to simplify because in multiple choice that is given, it's not simplified. So you will want to pick and write down in this format. Okay? All right. Question number 11. So We are given function f and g, and f of x, function f of x is equal 2x minus 5, and g of x is equal 7x minus 2. So we need to find difference between these two functions. Very easy. F minus g, okay, is equal, f is 2x minus 5 and minus, so we need to subtract g of x, which means this okay, let me go step by step, 7x minus 2. All right, so from here we are getting 2x minus 5 minus 7x plus 2, right? Negative sign, we flip. So like terms, 2x, negative 7x, and we are getting negative 5x, and negative 5 plus 2 is minus 3 or negative 3, doesn't matter how you read. Okay, this is what we have. Next one, question number 12. So we are given functions f and f of x that is equal x squared plus 3x plus 1, and g of x is equal x squared plus 3x minus 4. Okay, so we need to find f composed with g of 4. So what does that mean? First, we need to find g of 4, which is going to be equal 4 squared plus 3 times 4 minus 4. And the result is 4 squared 16 plus 12 and minus 4. So g of 4 is equal 16 plus 12, 28, minus 4, 24. Now, once we have g of 4 is 24, we can plug into f of x. So f of 4, it's going to be equal 24 squared, that's fine. X, because we have here x squared, so it's going to be 24 squared. Let me use this color. 24 squared plus 3 times 24 and plus 1. I'm going to go ahead and do 24 squared by hand for students who want to see. So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2, 8, and 1, we have 9. Okay, next. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. So when we add 6, 17, 1 in mind, 4 and 1, 5. 576. If you hesitate after you do it by hand, you can check multiplying and see if you did it correct. So f of 4 is equal 576 plus 3 times 24, 3 times 4, 12, 1 in mind, let me clean this, 3 times 2 is 6 and 1, 72, plus 72 and plus 1. So what's going to happen? 576 plus 72 and plus 1. So let's see, 576 plus 72, well, add 73 might as well. 9, 7 plus 7, 14, 5, and 6. And the answer is 649. Okay, question number 13. We have f of x equal negative 6x minus 6. we need to find inverse of this function. To remind you, the inverse meaning we are going to flip x and y. So f of x, it's same thing as y. It's the same thing because y depends on x. Equal negative 6x minus 6. Okay, once I showed you, I'm going to clean f of x. So and we have y is equal negative 6x minus 6. So from here, I'm going to switch x and y. And this is going to be y and minus 6. And from here, solve for y. We need to solve for y. So what am I going to do? Moving this negative 6 on this side, I will get x plus 6, right? Equal negative 6y. And since I need y, not negative 6y, I'm going to divide by negative 6. And the same thing I'm going to do here on the left side. Okay? And we are getting, this is gone. And my y is going to be equal x plus 6 divided by negative 6. Okay. Moving to question number 14. Okay, here we are, question number 14. So let's see how we're going to solve this problem. Body mass index or BMI takes both weight and height into account when assessing whether an individual is underweight or overweight. BMI varies directly as one's weight. Okay, there should be space between them, but I don't want to mess with it now, otherwise it can create more mess. So directly as one's weight, okay, directly. That means already BMI. It's varies directly. It's a constant coefficient of proportionality times W, weight directly in pounds. And here is the word, keyword directly. And inversely, as a square of the height, which is going to be height squared, which is h squared. Okay, so in inches, in adult normal values for BMI are between 20-25. So BMI, it's a normal one, is between 20 and 25. Okay, inclusive. Values below 20 we consider underweight. Above 20 we consider overweight. 25, I'm sorry. So a person who weighs 180 pounds, so BMI for weight is 180 and the height is 60 inches, okay, has the BMI of 35.15. Use the 4-step procedure for solving variations to determine what the BMI is to the nearest tenth. So we need to find BMI for the weight is 280 pounds. Let me see this, I need to move higher right here. Okay. much better. We need to find BMI for the weight is 280, and who is 5 feet 11. So 5 feet 11 inches, I'm guessing here is missing. So to convert it, pretty straightforward. 1 foot is 12 inches, so 5 times 12, right? And plus this 11 inches we have. And it's going to be 5 times 12 is going to be 60 inches, and plus how much? 11. It's going to be 71 inches. Okay, so let's find it. This is drafting. I will move here, and our question we need to solve, I'm moving here. Okay, and this is also given. All right, so first thing, what do we have to do? We have our formula. Let me rewrite it so I can do drafting on it. K times W and divided by H squared. So we have our H, we have our W. All we need to know is K. K we're going to find out from this data. Okay, so let's see. BMI, we know 35.15 is equal K times 180 divided by 60 squared, right? Because it's inverse. Okay, let me move this up so I will have more space. So from here, how I'm going to solve? Let me see. Instead of 60, I'm going to write down practically twice 60 times 60. Why? Because I can cancel 180 divided by 60 is 3. So this is gone. 1, this is 3, right? And then 3 and 60 also I can reduce. 3, and here 60 divided by 3 is 20. All we have left is K over 20. So if my 35.15 is equal K over 20, right? Then K, so to get rid of 20, I need K. Since this is division, I need to multiply by 20. We do opposite operation. Remember when we have 3K? To get K, we divide by 3, opposite operation. Multiplication, opposite division. Now we have division. To get rid of this coefficient 1 over 20, we need to multiply by 20. Okay, and the same change we are doing here also. This 20 and 20 gone, and the result we are going to get (35 and 15 times 20). And my K, oops, this looks like horrible. Let me fix it. Times 20. And we are getting 703. Okay, so once we have coefficient, there is nothing much left. All we are going to do, plug into this information we have to find out our BMI. So BMI is equal, K is 703 times W is 280 and divided by 71 squared. Now here I'm not writing 71 times 71 because I can't reduce 280 by 71 squared. And if you solve this, you are going to get 39. Okay, so that means that the person who has weight 280 pounds and height 5 feet and 11 inches has BMI of 39, which means it is an overweight. It's above 25, right? Okay, and since it's asking to write down, let me see, in two decimals, I think, nearest tenth. Okay, nearest tenth, write down. Then instead of 39, I'm going to write down 39.0. Okay? All right, we are done with this problem and moving to problem number 15. What do we have here? We need to evaluate expression without using a calculator. Okay, so we have logarithm, let's say 5, 1 over 25. Okay, equal question mark. So, to remind you how we read 5 raised to this the exponent, we are getting this result 1 over 25. Okay, so let's start. Since my base is 5, so if I raise 5, what power I have to raise to get 125, 1 over 25? Well, we know that 5 squared is equal 25, right? That's mean to get 1 over 25, I'm raising 5 to power negative 2, right? It will flip 25. We get 1 over 25. And the answer is logarithm 1 over 25 by base 5 is equal, since this is the answer, I put in this color, it's going to be negative 2. Right? So 5 raised to negative 2, we get 1 over 25. Okay, question number 16. So using properties of logarithm, we are going to expand logarithmic expression as much as possible. So we have logarithm a b cubed by base c. Okay, how are we gonna expand? Let's see. First of all, we have multiplication here, right? So that will convert into addition. Let me refresh your memory. Logarithm AB is equal logarithm A plus logarithm B. If we would have the division, logarithm A over B, that will be logarithm A minus logarithm B. And when we have exponent, logarithm A to power P power, it's going to be P times logarithm A. Okay, so once we have it, we can apply the properties. I'm going to apply this property, multiplication, logarithm C A plus logarithm by base C B cubed. After this, I have here cube. So I need to simplify, use property for power, and I will get, logarithm A by base C plus 3 times logarithm B by base C. I use this one, right? This 3 comes in front. Okay? All right, this is the answer. Question number 17. Okay, we are going to solve equation by expressing each side as a power of the same base, and then equate the exponents. Okay, let's do it. Question number 17. So 3 to power, we have 3 to power 1 plus 3x, and it's equal 81. So all we have to do is solve this equation. So when we have equation with exponential expression, so we are going to bring both sides to the same base, which means I'm writing down 3 to power 1 plus 3x is equal 81. I'm going to represent as a 3 to power 4. Okay, and to remind you, when bases are the same, then exponents are also the same. For example, if I have a to power c equal a to power x, so that means c is equal x. All right, because base is the same. Now here, since we have 3 and 3, then I can write down 1 plus 3x is equal 4. 3x is equal 3, and x is equal 1. Okay? And the last question, we need to solve system of equation by method of substitute. So we have 2x plus 3y is equal negative 66, and x is equal 3y. Okay, I'm going to take this x, method of substitution, x is equal 3y, and I'm going to take this 3y and plug into this x, because it's x is equal 3y, right? Let's work this out. Twice 3y plus 3y equal negative 66. We are getting 6y plus 3y equal negative 66. 9y is equal negative 66. Well, I don't like it. 66 is not divisible by 9. Let me change it. I'm going to change here, put 81. So avoid fractions, because fractions is not my focus right now. And from here, y will be equal 9, right? Negative 9, because 81 divided by negative 81 divided by 9, we are getting negative 9. Okay, once we have y, now we are plugging into x, where we know x is equal 3y, which means x is equal 3 times negative 9, and we are getting negative 27. And my answer is, first position goes x, negative 27, and second position goes negative 9. Yes? I don't think I need this parentheses. I can put these curly braces. And that's it. I got the answer. Okay, I'm done. So, thank you for watching. Okie dokie.